Hello and welcome back to my garden. This is a overcast day, so if the lighting is a little bit off, apologies. My name is Carine and I garden in Brooklyn, New York, Zone 7B. Today we're going to be doing our July garden tour. July is definitely, full of hot days, so most of my plants are kind of like either, in a lull. They have checked out for the wind, for the heat, and be like, I will see you in cooler weathers. But then others are just kind of like flourishing, and I've just been enjoying the show. In the perennial border is just activity of butterflies and bees, and it's just so pretty to sit here and watch it. So I am going to turn the camera around and we will start our July garden tour. So we're going to start over here with these containers, and I did a little bit of cutback on some of the flowers just for to make it neater. I love this container here. It has Angelonia, some Calabacoa, and some Sweet Alyssum. This mint, I don't know if it's just more water or if it's just not doing well, and I'll probably just be changing that out for the rest of the season just to get something that will give over there a much more more pop. And here is the sister, not the twin. Now, some of you guys may know, so these geraniums, this one and this one, I actually did end up switching them out. The other two, I accidentally knocked them over while I was clearing out here. So this geranium and this geranium are two new additions. After that little incident, I was like, you know what? Let me just get some fresh ones. So this is over here. Our little container arrangement here is doing awesome. This side is a little bit more fuller than this side with the alyssum. This is actually the effect that I love. I will definitely repeat this again. And then over here, we have the glorious, the one and only, Olivia Rose Austin, blooming again. Okay, has some flowers, has some spent ones over here, and some buds waiting. I'm so happy that I chose this one for the container. It's been such a pleasure coming out here and then just smelling the roses. And it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. I love how it's filled this area out. So let's look at them. I had some paint that was on the tile, and like you can see some here. And I got Gugon. I picked it up at Home Depot and was able to get like the bigger ones out. So anyone who's looking to remove paint off a towel, Gugon, I would highly recommend that one. So we're gonna head down. I love coming down these stairs. It's just so, it does something for me. So these are the quick fires. These two definitely, much more behind, but they still are lending for the season. And this one just here for the party. We have one of my favorite arrangements, just glorious. This would have been much more fuller. These are vinca vines. I had trimmed them a bit because I wanted this branching effect, so I trimmed them from the top, so you see, so that I would have more branching and for it to be much more fuller. I love this. I will definitely do this arrangement again. May switch up the colors or may not, but I love this. It's one of my favorite containers. It's this one and the one on my front porch are tied. Okay, so we're just gonna do a pan view. And remember I said some things are flourishing, some things have checked out, and I'm so happy that I gave the catmint a cut down, cut down in June, mid-June, and that now that they're flushed and it's lending color, it doesn't look overgrown. Last year I had made the mistake, not cut it down, and it was looking ragged around this time. So you guys see the butterflies? You see the butterflies? These little white butterflies are here all the time. And you see these? Can you see that? All the time. Yeah, so we won't be bothering them with our little tour. I love this dahlia. I love this dahlia. I was kind of contemplating, like, when the end of the season come, will I, go through the hassle of digging up the tuber, or will I take a chance of leaving it in the ground and, possibly coming back or not coming back? I'm not taking any chances. I will be digging this out and saving it because I absolutely love it. And it matches, the color palette of my garden so well that this dahlia is home. It is home to stay until further notice. Joanne geranium over there. It's a hardy geranium. I love the little peekaboo effect, like this little view right here. Oh my god, this little vista right here is so cute. With the cone flowers, the butterfly bush, the gara, and then Joanne. So nice. So gara, I ended up staking the gara. I may have mentioned it in my last video, and I'm so happy that I did. It's definitely got bushier, and but I'm still kind of thinking if I want to kind of switch something out. Like, that's a lot of space, and it's giving like a little grass effect, and it still has like that, swaying in the wind. But I think I want something in that area that has more of a statement. I don't know. We'll see. The cone flowers have got to be my favorite. Well, okay, the cone flower and the butterfly bush have got to be my two favorite. Okay, no, the the cone flower, the butterfly bush, and my brain just went blank. Oh my god, it'll come back. So, but the coneflower and the butterfly bush are two of my favorites here. And the phlox, there you go, the tall garden phlox, the color, those are my top three favorites for July. Hardy geranium over there, and that is limetta. So at the end of June, when we had that heat wave, it was really stressed out. It was burnt. I cut off the blooms, and I think it's just gonna remain like that for the rest of the season. I've just been keeping it hydrated, and the mission is just to keep it alive. That is the mission. My winter gem boxwood, just so gorgeous in that area. Look at this view, look at this vista. Ugh. Salvias are still giving color, not the effect that it had in the spring, but I love the fact that throughout the season it's still blooming. I do have a little bit of cutback to do. I said, I wanted to do this video just to kind of see, what it's looking like. So as you can see, like right here, that's my walking pathway back there. I think I'm gonna get like some pavers just to kind of decorate right there, but I keep this area open so that I can walk and then reach back there. So as you can see, this rose was glorious, and all the blooms that had pushed out through that heat wave. It was beautiful. Both were just covered with flowers and now in need of a serious deadheading and cutting back. So that I'll be doing today. Look at that. Look at that butterfly. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of take a look at, so we have the penstemon there. So this is one. I love that jewel color. Another penstemon. Our white salvia still holding on, just shooting up blooms. Gotta clean it up. And you know what? Another July favorite, the Poquito Agastache. Like this, I am so happy that I found this at Home Depot. And so this is, you know, the height and the color. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I cut it back as well in June, when around the time that I cut back the catmint, because it is just beautiful. All right, so these are the big leaf hydrangea. I think it's Let's Dance Arriba. So I placed them in a full sun area. Again, I'm in zone 7B, and in the tag it said that in the northern part of the area, in my area, that these should be able to handle the full sun. And so far, so good. Of course, keeping them watered. They do look a little bit tattered now, and that's because when I got them from Home Depot, they were like crisp. I had defoliated some of like the ones that really were looking bad, but as you can see, there's a lot of new leaves coming out, and these are the reblooming variety. So later on in the season, I'll be getting some more blooms. I left the spent tops on, but when I do the cleanup on this garden bed, I will be taking those off. I left them on especially for you guys to see what this border is looking like untouched in July. So much color, so much life and activity. Just love sitting back here and just watching them. These are my little soldiers just doing the soldier thing. Okay, these are Monterey cypresses. Trying not to get my neighbor's backyard. And over here, so here we have dark horse white Gila, just handling the heat like a trooper. Blue Star Juniper, this is nothing for them. I did do a little bit of a trim back for them. Mugo Pines back there, again, this is nothing for them. Gold Mop Cypress. All right, so this is my opening day viburnum. I love the structure of this, and I cannot wait until autumn when this changed color. Like this whole area back here just changes color in autumn, and that's one of the things that I love. Like this one gets a deep dark burgundy. The oak leaf hydrangea gets a deep, burgundy. Late fall and winter, it's just so beautiful. And even the clethra turns, like the leaves turn a golden yellow. So even the mugos in the winter turn into a golden yellow. So I love back here. My ajuga, it had dried out a little bit, but it's been handling well. So I gave it some water, and it also had a little bit of rain, which was good for it. So it's doing better now. That noise is the air conditioner, so don't mind it. New to here is the what is this, snowdrift? I forgot. This blooms in the spring, and so I wanted to do similar to what the Ajuga did over there, grow over this rock here, so I can't wait. Our gardenia is no longer yellow and no blooms this season, but I know first year they sleep, second year they creep, third year they leap, and I am not going to put any pressure. You take your time, okay? No pressure in this garden. All right, and my diva here. So as long as my diva gets water, I don't fertilize much because I do have what is that? I do have fertilizer like in there. The word is escaping me. So I don't do the rapid fertilizer, but it does have fertilizer in there. And as long as this box stays moist, they are happy. The minute the hint of dryness comes, it is lights out for these girls. So knowing that, I keep them very well hydrated. So this is my woodland area. Okay, so we have autumn fern. We have our, my brain is just blank. I tell you guys, like, I know these names, but the minute that I come out here for a tour, everything is out. So anyway, until my brain regroups, this is a new hosta. This is, what is this? Something Richard. Oh, anyway, so maybe not this garden tour, but I'll have the names. So this is a new edition hosta. That over there is a new edition hosta. Okay. This little area is so cute. Just love looking at them. Okay, and the hellebores. I love hellebores. They are, you know, evergreen. And even after the blooms are done in the spring, I love the leaf structure and what they add to this area. Okay, so not on this tour, but on the next tour, I'll do better the new hostas to the area. And then this is the clethra. It's been blooming. Okay, yeah. So this is his first year, and so it's a little, you know, little stress with the with all the heat that we've been getting, but I've been keeping it pretty, you know, well watered, and as well as with the water that we've been getting from the rain. This is the baby spice viburnum over here, and look at this, y'all. Look at this. So if you've watched my other two videos, this Japanese maple had just crisped up during the heat wave, and I defoliated mostly everything, and in 1 month's time, or like 6 weeks, it is completely back. It's completely back. I love it. I was so sad when it had gotten burned, and I was like, no, like, what to do? But you know, nature, plants are resilient. We gotta do a little bit of research and study, but they bounce back. So I am so happy that I did not lose this maple and that it is doing its thing. And I love the little curve here. Can't wait to see it grow over the years. And this is our oak leaf hydrangea. This is the Gatsby Moon variety from Proven Winners. I'm so happy that I did give it another shot and, you know, plant it over here. And I think this variety, more than the previous one that I had, is a little bit more sun tolerant. but that area is definitely much more shadier. Okay, so this is what the July garden is looking like. Still love to come back out here and, you know, drink my coffee, eat some lunch. The mosquitoes have definitely been a challenge. But we share this backyard. We share this backyard with all of the lovely wildlife, and that's okay. That's okay. Look at this little butterfly just loving its life. Just loving its life. And yeah, so yeah, loving its life. So let me just give you guys one sweeping view of here. Hopefully I'm not moving too quickly. Trying not to get my neighbor's yard. Yeah, so this is what the garden is looking like at the end of July. Thank you for hanging out with me for this end of July garden tour. I hope you enjoyed this tour as much as I enjoyed showing you around my garden. Until next time, I hope to see you again. If you enjoyed this content, which I truly hope that you did, please consider subscribing and giving my channel a big thumbs up. This helps support my channel quite a bit. And yeah, so till next time, have a great day.